If you clicked on this video because you thought you were going to get some in-depth knowledge on how to use a dip pen from a leading expert, you're in the wrong place. If you want to see some idiot who ain't never used one before and don't know nothing about it use one, stay tuned. Welcome back to Stormin' Norman Says. I'm Stormin' Norman. Must mean I have something to say or show. And today, I told y'all a hot minute ago, been almost a month now, got a dip pen for my birthday. My buddy and his wife, we're going to say my buddy and his wife, we all know it was just his wife. But you got this dip pen. You can take the nib out and put a different nib in there. Don't know nothing about these, so I got on the YouTubes yesterday, day before, and I just started looking videos to how to use a dip pen. Unfortunately, all the videos I found were art pages, like art channels, like showing you how to use a dip pen for art, which is not my intention at all. I'm definitely no artist, but we're going to try and write with it. And I learned some things. There was one channel I watched said you don't want to use fountain pen ink with a dip pen because the consistency ain't the same. And I'm like, well, I'm dang sure not about to buy ink, a special ink, just to use with this. And there was other ones talking about other things. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that either. We're just going to wing it is what we're going to do. Now, what came with this pen is this inkwell. It looks like handmade. I know the camera ain't going to show it worth crap, but it looks like handmade glass. Not really sure how to open it. Oh, I guess that's how you open it. And it came with this ink powder, which I'm terrified to open. We're going to open it. I'm going to probably have to figure out where to put it after we open it. Probably get a Ziploc bag or something. We need to mix it up. We're going to mix it up. We're going to mix up the ink in here, hopefully. It says, the instructions said to use warm water, so I'll put hot water in here, and I'm hoping by the time we get down to it, it'll just be warm and not hot. But I don't know if I can mix it up in here. I thought I could, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be a thing. But we're going to mix this up in here, try that out. And we're also going to try out some of my inks that I have, because I'm not a huge ink collector, but I got a few, and we're going to try them out. Definitely going to try my red ink. Because that would be sweet. We'll leave brown and black in there. We'll try out the red. We'll try out the Robert Oster blue, and we'll try out this Smoke Noir. Try that out. However, where am I going to mix this? I feel like if I mix this in my mom's measuring cup, she ain't going to be happy about that. This goes to 3 ounces. It says to mix it. It says to mix it in 3 ounces. This goes to 2, so I'm like, we'll just go that line above 2. But I'm like, that is way too much. Like, that is not going to fit in here. So I'm not sure. Let me grab one of my cups over here. We'll just destroy one of these. Alright. Also, I'm going to get the camera set up, pointing down at the desk, so y'all can see what I'm doing. Because I sure as heck don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Hopefully that works out somewhat. I got some paper to write on. I was like, what's some good paper I could write on that's like, I'm not going to use it, but it's still good paper. And I got this planner from 2023 that I bought from Endless Stationery. And it has their, I don't remember what they call their paper. Do they have it written in here? It's not Tomoe River. but they have their own special name for their paper. Okay, I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty good paper. I like it. I need to get a notebook from them or something because I really like that paper. But obviously this is an old planner. I'm not going to use it. So we're going to test out this on that. But first, it's my scissors. I'm just going to cut the top of this bag off because when we get done, I'm going to put it in a Ziploc. It says use. You know what? Let me get my phone. Make sure I got these instructions. 3 ounces of warm water and 1/2 teaspoon of ink powder. So I do the water first. I'm not a chef, you know. Let's get me 3 ounces. That's too much. We'll call it good. Hopefully that's still warm. Then we get us 1/2 teaspoon Does that look like half to you? Dump that in there. Stir it up. I'd be in bad shape if I spilled this right about now. Gonna need a napkin. That looks green, don't it? Don't know. About to find out. Let's open up to a page in this old planner. Let's go to today's date in 2023. It's today, August 6th. It was a Sunday, if you're curious. I'm assuming you just dip it in there. I mean, it is called a dip pen. It looks like it's got little things to hold the ink. This must be like an extra fine nib. That is a real fine line. I will say it writes longer than I thought it would. So that's cool. I guess I should need some water to like clean it off. Alright, and we tried that. Now let's try fountain pen ink. Let's start with the gray. Says not to use fountain pen ink because of consistency. So that worked out pretty good. When they said not to use fountain pen ink, I thought it was going to be a lot more disastrous than that. I know because you can remove the nib, you can get other nibs. Is this the standard nib or do they make a special nib for dip pens? Y'all let me know in the comments because obviously I don't know jack. I mean, I barely know anything about fountain pens, as you can attest to if you've watched enough of my videos. I dang sure don't know nothing about dip pens. Let's try Robert Oster. See what you got for us. The splattering all over the page. Great Southern Ocean. So yeah, so far, so good. Alright, that was a great Southern Ocean. Now let's try my favorite ink that I own. The creme de la creme. Human Issue. Oh, I already like it. I already like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I write pretty good with this thing. Even though I ain't never had one before. Like, I know my handwriting's pretty terrible. But I'm pretty impressed with the neatness of it. I don't know if that's dry, but like I said, I don't use that anyway. Now let's figure out how I can get this in here without making a huge mess. If I need to spoon it in. Maybe not. Maybe not the best plan of action there. I'm pretty sure pouring it in is going to be an absolute disaster. Yep. Terrible idea. It's okay. That's what paper towels are for. I think spooning it in was our best shot here. I did not fill that up already. You telling me I filled? No, I didn't fill that up. There seems to be a bubble on the top. There we go. About to say, there ain't no way. Come on with the bubbles. How we looking? Almost there. We're going to call that good. It's not to the brim, but we probably don't want to make it to the brim. Then we close that. And we got us an inkwell full of ink that I made. And we got us a hot mess. Well, there you go. Today's experiment. Dip pen. And one of the things I was thinking about, because obviously I've had this for over a month now, just waiting on an opportunity to try it out with y'all. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? Because I'm probably not going to write in my journal with it. Nobody writes letters anymore. Like if I was writing somebody a letter, I'd write them a letter with this. Then I got thinking, I can try out ink with it. When I get an ink, because you know, I get an ink and I've been pretty lucky on the inks I got of them actually like looking like I wanted them to look. Like obviously the Wearingles Human Issue, I did like a couple days of research before I bought that because I wanted something that looked like blood. And of all the ones I looked at, Rider's Blood, the Ox Blood, all those other ones that are pretty well known and famous by a lot of people, I thought this one looked more like blood than the rest of them. But maybe that's just my take on blood. Maybe your take on blood is different. Maybe you're a Klingon. But I know I'm going to buy more inks. I wish I hadn't taken it out of my cart on Amazon. I was watching Mick L, the Offstage Me. I don't know if you ever watched his channel. He's an Australian opera singer, but he has a channel where he does stationery and stuff. And he had this orange ink that he showed a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I want that. It's actually like a month ago, because I was trying to get it. I put it in my cart, hoping it would go on sale on Prime Day, but it didn't. And it's like $30 for a bottle of this ink, which to me is a bit much. Which is probably what I paid for the square angles, but that's a different story. Anyway, I really wanted this ink. I took it out of my cart. Now I'll probably never find it again. But it was like the coolest orange. It was like a rusty orange color, and I'm like, I like that. So I might get that eventually. And there's other inks. Like I said, when I run out of this black, I'm going to peruse, investigate, research, and find what next black one I want to use. And obviously I'm going to get some other colors like a green. And I can use this pen to try them out before I commit to filling up a converter with it. So that'll be a good thing. But I hope y'all enjoyed my test of my dip pen today. And if you know a place I can get some nibs. I think it's just, it looks like a standard fountain pen nib to me, but I could be wrong. But you let me know in the comments place I can get nibs for it. Look at the macro on that lens. That wooden handle, got a thing on the end there. It's like a Harry Potter wand for ink. So anyway, appreciate y'all checking out my completely idiotic and uninformed demonstration of a dip pen. And we're good now. I got some ideas for videos today. Listen, y'all know this because I already talked about it in the Ramblethon. The last couple weeks, I've been in research mode, trying to figure out, I wanted to buy another camera. And I told y'all about that in the Ramblethon. And I finally came up with a plan. And last night I ordered a Canon 5D Classic. Is that the answer to my search that I was on? No. But I want to get a Canon R8. And the cheapest place to get one is refurbished on Canon's website. And they don't have any at the moment. So I signed up on the email thing so they'll notify me when they get one. And I was like, I don't know how long that's going to take. Could be a couple weeks. I don't know. So in the meantime, I took a gamble. I hopped on eBay last night and I found this package dude was selling. He had good ratings. He had been on eBay for like 15 years. So he seemed pretty trustworthy. And he had the package. It was a Canon 5D that he had just had cleaned and serviced. And it came with a lens on it, because I don't have any EF lenses. It came with like 5 batteries and a charger and a camera bag that I don't really want, but that was part of the deal. And it was like $280. So we took a gamble on it. I ordered it. It should be here Friday, Saturday, something like that. So we'll do a video on that. Maybe. I don't know. We might do a video on it. And we're going to do a video. I've been putting it off for a long time. I want to do a video on fountain pen paper. And we're going to do a video on something over here on the shelf. Y'all have seen it before, but we're going to do a proper video on it. But we got next Monday's video. If I'm able to make a video Monday, I just assume I am. You never know. We're going to do the Hongdian A9 because I told y'all that was coming. Me and that pen, we'll just say I'm off to a rocky start. We're good now. We're becoming friends. But what's today? Wednesday? Monday and Tuesday, we were not friends. We were not friends at all. But we'll talk about that in the review. Appreciate y'all stopping by, checking it out. I've been Stormin Norman. I've said things. Y'all have a good evening.